Hey. It's your favorite pod, Friends and Family Pod is back. We at it again. Kat's here, y'all.
Hey.
Kat's here. Kat
Hi,
is
guys.
here in all of her glory and splendor. She's graced us with her presence. How are you, my dear?
I'm really good.
Good,
Chilling.
good.
Coming down with a little something, but that's not going to stop me
All
today.
right, 6 feet. Just make sure you keep that 6 foot distance.
We're good.
I'm just kidding. But I'm glad you're back. Welcome back.
Thank you.
This is your first. Wait, how many shows have you been gone?
I've been gone for 2 shows, so this
That
is my
sucks.
first one back. I know, but I had to make a statement. I had to be here. There was no holding me back, no work, no sickness, no nothing. She's here.
Sickness and in health. You're married to this podcast
Period.
for the rest of your life. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. That sounds crazy as shit. No. So you're here and English is gone.
Right.
It's like we're just taking turns.
Right. English had some work stuff that he had
Yeah.
to handle today, so
Yeah.
he unfortunately couldn't be here, but
Yeah, his
presence is here with us.
yeah. No, I'm just kidding. When he listens to this, he'll be like,
Bruh.
y'all really talking about me? No, we love you, bro. We appreciate you.
Totally.
As for me, catch me at Lalo's on Sunday. Pop up for Hunters and Hounds Clothing Collection 4 is live. We literally are running a sale right now on the site, 30% off everything. We decided to do that. I decided to do that to be kind. So you better order your shit because I don't want to hear it. You know, oh, it's sold out. D, what happened? I can't help you. Again, once it's gone, it's
out.
gone. I'm not making nothing. I'm not running nothing back. We move forward.
Period.
Forward.
Love that.
All right. Yeah. So, what are we doing today? What are we?
Oh my
talking
god, we
about?
have
What
some
are we-
interesting topics. We're just gonna jump right into this, right?
Okay. Let's do
So,
it.
I was thinking about health. Health
Uh-huh.
is a big thing for me right now, and I wanted to know, is health an important factor in a relationship?
Yes.
It is.
Yes. I don't want to put my personal trainer hat on, but like,
We're putting Damien hat on.
okay. We literally live in a world where if you say as a man you have preference about a woman's,
Size.
yeah, there you go, you said it, so I didn't have to say it. You can get yourself in hot water.
You think?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like if you like say I would prefer a girl that's more like your size as opposed to a girl that's like a Lizzo size woman, you're gonna get yourself in trouble. And here's my argument, right? Like to speak to it in a way that would maybe make sense for people who have that button that they press that's sensitive, right? Is one, if we are together and you're overweight, the chances of you being able to keep up with me are going to be way less because I have a lot of energy and I do a lot. If you're overweight, you are probably going to be tired all the time, breathing heavy from going up the stairs. Like,
Oh my
your health
God.
becomes
Yeah.
a problem, right? And then, trying to make an offspring, if that was the route we were going to go, is going to be harder because it's harder for you to get pregnant if you're heavier. You're
Oh,
not
it is?
healthy. Yes, it is.
Yo, I just learned something new. I had no idea.
Right. And then also, the pièce de résistance of it is, this is probably going to get labeled as fat shaming, but that's not what I'm doing. I'm literally speaking to things that matter, the meat and potatoes of it. Like, you're setting yourself up for a generation of people to come from you, and you haven't set an example for them to understand, like, health is wealth. Go to the gym or go for a walk. Don't eat all your food on your plate if you're full stop. Things like that.
Right.
So now that cycle gets perpetuated into your children.
Yes. I know exactly what you're meaning.
You get where I'm
Yes.
going? It's like, do you want to keep that up? Like, do you want to like, you see families, like, how many times have you been out, you see a fat mom, a fat dad, and a chunky ass kid, and you go, God damn, he's a kid.
Yes. I've seen it. And it's sad.
I train a lady who's a nurse. She works in a NICU. And she told me one of the most heartbreaking stories the other day about a baby that was born fat. The woman didn't know she was pregnant. The baby came out almost 10 pounds. And they told her,
That's a
like,
big baby.
you literally need to get on, like, blood pressure medication, and you need to lose weight. She had, like, fat around, like, her large intestine, her small intestine,
Oh my god, that's like a high risk
her
pregnancy.
heart. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And she didn't even know she was pregnant. Her stomach started hurting. That's
Bruh.
how big she is.
That's crazy. For me, okay, so when it comes to health in a relationship, if I'm being quite honest, growing up, since I am the youngest one of my peers here,
Mhm.
growing up, being in high school, I never really thought about health, to be honest. I was just like, all right, he's a good looking dude. He treats me nice. That's it.
Yeah.
But now
Forget about that gut.
I'm approaching late 20s,
Uh-huh.
early 30s, and I'm just like, all right, it's time to settle down, think about having kids and stuff, and like
Mm-hmm.
my partner's health, which I never thought about before, now is a big factor. Big factor in the sense of what you said, like, okay, if we're gonna procreate and make a child, like, I want to make sure I'm not setting my child up for a predisposition of diabetes or, you know,
Blood pressure issues.
blood
Heart
pressure.
issues.
And kids are mean, dude, nowadays. So
Laziness.
I'm sending my kid off to elementary school. He's probably gonna get picked on if he's the fattest one there. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
I don't want to be that mom. Like, I
No.
need to be conscientious of this.
Right.
But not only is it just from like offsprings, it's also I want to make sure if I really love and want to have a long-lasting relationship with my partner, I want to make sure my partner's going to be around for a long time.
There you go.
I'm
And-
about to settle down, have a baby with you, buy a house with you. I want to make sure you're
You're here.
here.
Right.
So I'm making a very conscious effort in cooking healthier foods,
Mhm.
being active, whether we go for a bike ride, whether we just go for a walk around the neighborhood,
Right.
we go for a run, hey babe, come with me to the gym. Like, we're making that conscientious
yes.
decision. Although I'm going to be quite honest, my boyfriend's not about lifting weights. He's like, that's like, it's cool, I'll do it, but it's not like my fave.
Mm.
My boyfriend's more about, let's go play soccer, let's go for a bike ride.
Well, he's doing something.
He's doing something, right? So we're balancing out. I'm more about lifting weights. He's
Right.
not. He's
Well,
more.
I mean, he can come around. I mean, and also if you get him on a consistent schedule with it, and he starts to see the benefits, he'll fall in love with it.
Oh yeah, totally.
You know what I mean?
Totally. But it's just making that conscientious decision. Like,
Yo, I want to see.
I want to see greatness
I want
in
to be
us.
different. Yeah.
To like, we're setting ourselves up for greatness. So
Yeah.
when we have our house, our kids, like our kids are gonna be great. We can also implement health, going on walks as a family,
Yup.
taking
Bike rides.
taking bike rides and doing all that
Put your
stuff
kids
as
in
a fam.
sports.
Yeah. So
That'll help keep them in shape. So there's this big thing surrounding that, right? Like, one of the things that I was privy to this week was a conversation between a husband and wife couple who will remain nameless. And they were saying, she was saying how he got chunky after they got married. He gained like 15 or 20 pounds. So she's like, I've been in the gym with, she's been my client for a long time before even they got married. Like, I went to their wedding and everything.
oh wow, that's so cute.
And yeah, you know, again, congratulations to them. But I could see that she prefers a guy who's more like fit.
Fit.
So I
okay.
was kind of surprised when she kind of compromised on that because of how well he treats her and all of that. And I'm like, I wonder if that's like a turnoff for some people. Like, I could never be with a woman who doesn't work out. I can't, because my lifestyle.
I can't be with someone who's active. I need someone active.
No, I need you to work out. Fuck that.
I love going on walks. I love doing nature trails,
Right,
camping.
right.
Like, I love that kind of stuff. So
Right.
my man doesn't like going on hikes.
You're gonna have a problem. So you need someone that leads an active lifestyle.
Yes.
Same. I couldn't be with someone and not have, like, you know, let's go for a run, let's go for a walk.
So
Like,
you
let's
guys
get the
wanna
jump
hear
rope
something
out. Let's work
crazy?
out a couple days together.
My nameless. My friend,
Mhm.
who I've known for practically my whole life, he lived super active lifestyle, plays sports all through literally elementary school to high school.
Was a stud athlete.
It's stud. Oh my god, crazy good.
Right.
Kind of realized that college wasn't his thing,
Mhm.
and he was like, "I'm gonna sign up for the military." So you know, military also
Yeah,
very
Like, on it.
they're on it. You know what I mean?
Running,
So
push-ups, pull-ups. You gotta
his
be.
high school sweetheart was a soccer player, so she was also on her fit shit.
Uh-huh.
She broke her ACL or tore her ACL or whatever.
Yes, rough.
So she was out of the game literally forever. She didn't go back to soccer.
Oh wow, that's rough.
So she started gaining a shit ton of weight. But when
Oh,
I tell
no.
you a shit ton, like, you know my lovely mother. She's a little blueberry of her sorts, but she is beautiful.
Blueberry.
Homegirl was looking bigger than my mom. Like, she was big.
Oh no.
And my friend, you know, he was still very in love with her because that was his middle school sweetheart. They
Damn,
were
not
dating
even
since
high school.
middle school.
Damn.
Since they were literally 15 years old. She ended up gaining
No.
a shit ton of weight. He proposed, she lost. She shed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Get into her beautiful wedding dress, whatever. Then, like 3 or 4 years into the marriage,
She gained all of it back.
she gained it all back.
Fuck.
And my friend was just like, he had a very gentle conversation with her, and he was just like, hey, babe, I don't want to offend or say anything
love
that
you.
I'm not supposed to say,
Mm.
but I want to let you know that your weight.
Oh, God.
I find, like, he's like, I'm in love with you. I always be in love with you. I married you for a reason,
Right.
but the physical attraction
Is dying.
is dying.
Oh fuck.
Yo,
Oh. Did they
as
get-
a woman, I could only imagine how that must have felt like for her.
Yo.
But ladies, what would you do in this situation? Would you buck it up and work out and shed it, or would you be offended as fuck if you're not even your man, your husband said that to you? Would you be offended?
Oh my God. Yo, I feel like this is such a tough conversation to have because I like my first like serious relationship, right? I was coming off of like bruised MCL and PCL infection surgery. I had fluid in my knee.
Ouch.
I was going to the doctor like every couple weeks to get my knee checked for about 10 weeks, 15 weeks.
Oh my god.
Finally had to have surgery again. They went in, they cleaned up all the nastiness. I had like an infection that was getting in my bloodstream. Like it was crazy.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
I gained so much fucking weight.
No way.
Yes. Because the person I was with, she would just cook. She didn't know anything about health. And at the time, I'm training, but I'm only training my upper body because I can't do anything with my legs and I can't jump and run and sprint and do hills and
Yeah.
train like I used to. And I remember one day I was just like, yo, we're fat. To her, like, we're fucking fat.
Uh-oh.
And she looked at me with this look like, fuck you. Don't call me that. I ain't fat. You're fat.
Oh my god.
I'm not. You're the trainer. You fix it. Like, hit me where it hurt. Like, how you gonna be training people and you're out? And I was like, you know what? Like, I was using my knee as a crutch, but I'm not doing that no more. And I remember, like, we went through our little rough patch and we separated. We decided I got in awesome shape. But that's because
You bounced back.
yeah, I snapped like beyond back because I felt like I was even in better shape than when I was playing ball.
Wow.
And I remember like saying to myself like, wow, was it that the person I chose to be with, because they didn't have an understanding of like food choices and being active, because she wouldn't go to the gym unless
Drag her. Right.
she'd get home from work and just come and plop down on the couch. I'm tired.
Oh my
And I'm
god.
like, you can't do that because like we're just sitting around watching TV shows, getting chunky together. Like, I'm not doing it. Let's go. Come on. So the last like 6-7 months had been very rough because I was making a lot of different choices. There was like 2 years there where we probably shouldn't have been together.
You think?
Yeah, because like we were just on a complete, like I was meal prepping and eating out of containers and she was ordering pizza and wings and shit still. And I'm like, I'm not eating that shit. I'm gonna
That's such
like,
a tease.
do
Having
my-
like a pepperoni pizza right
yeah,
there.
like
and your
literally, like
salad.
like you're sitting right there. I'm sitting here with a bowl, a container that I just warmed up. That's food from Monday, and I'm like, and you're over there like, hello, can I get a pizza?
Yeah.
or like let me get some wings from like the Buffalo like, and we, it's like we lived in the middle of like a downtown area at the time, so it was like every fast food spot, this
Was next
pizza,
to you,
Love and
right.
Oven, this, that. It's like, but that shit's it's shit. It's
Right.
not good for you.
Right.
You know?
But you know what? That's funny. That leads into my next question. Who coined the term happy weight? Does that mean you weren't happy before? How far do you let yourself go in a relationship before you hit that stop button?
I want to say this. I think we come up with nice and easy decorative words to tell people like, yo, you've gotten
The happy weight.
Yeah, you got in a relationship and you and this person got comfortable. Like, I want to share something real quick. So I remember my former best friend. Like, he's my actually half. Another story for another time. He's my half adopted brother. Like, my mom basically took care of him, took him in,
Okay.
raised them. So he's basically like my little brother. He met a girl when we used to go to this gym in Pines. I won't say because I know she listens to the pod. And they, this is funny. They met in the gym. As soon as they like started, and got intimate, and then she stopped going to the gym.
No way.
Like the minute she like, oh,
she
so
got
we're
her little
like,
biscuit. She out.
yeah.
No
she was
way.
like, oh, like we're like official? No more gym. And I even remember her having the audacity to tell him like, yeah, I was going to the gym to look for a boyfriend. I wasn't going to work out. Like I was in there like basically looking good and shit, but it was just to get a man.
This
Like,
girl, no way she said that.
yeah. She had a lot of audacity. Like, yeah.
That's crazy. So,
Yeah.
I totally get the whole term like happy weight. Like let's call it what it is. Comfortable weight. Not
Yeah,
happy
yeah,
weight. You
it's-
get comfortable weight.
You got cozy.
Right.
Yeah.
And my listeners out here who are in a relationship, I feel you. I've been there. I've been in relationships where again, we've had that comfortable stage where we're ordering out.
Mm-hmm.
I dated a guy actually who was like a huge pothead, so he would get the munchies all the time. And you know when that goes, like once you get the munchies, like once you're set on like, all right, I'm getting Taco Bell, you're getting Taco Bell.
Yep.
Like, so we would eat out all the time. I wasn't smoking, but he was, and
Oh my God.
he would always say to me, hey babe, you want Taco Bell? I mean, who's gonna say no to Taco Bell? Let's go. And I would go along, and then I realized very quickly that my gut's coming out, and I'm like, damn. And that's when I contacted you. Remember when I came to you as a client?
Yes.
I contacted Damien, and I'm like, bro, help me out here.
I need help.
I need help. Like, oh my God, I had to take myself out of that situation.
Yeah.
Because I get it. You're comfortable. There's nothing wrong with going on dates. If you want to go on a
Right.
fast food date, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right,
Go
right.
have your pizza. But every day out of the week,
Go to the fucking gym.
we can't do that. First of all, it's
Go to
expensive.
the gym. Go to the gym. I wholeheartedly think that you should go to the gym.
So
And I
you're
don't think
so
that
you're
even if
pro gym dates.
yeah, like I work out with Juju 2 days a week.
No way. Do you guys work out here? You guys go to a gym?
Either here or we'll go to our community gym or we'll go
Wherever.
to wherever we want to go. We just, you want to run? Let's go to a trail. You want to go for a hike? Let's go to the park.
So you know what's funny? I found when I was in high school, at least in college, I found that guys, okay, like say you in English go to the gym and you would
Right.
bring along Jude. Guys feel some type of way about that. Like they're just like,
Yeah.
bro, you have to bring your girl, bro. You have to bring.
It's
your
not
girl.
okay. It's not every okay. So because what tends to happen, like, okay, real quick to speak to that specific thing, right? so there was a time when I first met Juju, like I didn't want to work out with her
Really?
because of an experience I had with someone else that I was trying to like build something with, where they came and like took over.
Ooh.
And I felt like, like you're not a trainer, but you want to come in and now you're being critical of like what me and my how like our pace. You guys are off pace. Let's go. And it's like, what are you doing? So that, and then like sometimes
Baby.
with men, you have a girlfriend, you know, like, yo, I don't have much time to myself. And then I have this little bit of space that I occupy by myself or with my boys, and you want to come into that too? No. So for some people, it's like, I need this for myself, or
Yeah.
for me and my homeboys to just have this to tap in with one another as a way to bond still and be a brotherhood and be friends. And we can't have you come in to fuck up the conversation. Can't happen the way it normally would. The workouts don't necessarily go the way they normally would. Like, one of the things that was hard was just like, I'm taking off all the plates because I got to put lighter weight for you. You gotta, and then
so funny you
it's
say
like,
that.
and it's okay to speak to me and Juju now. What happened was, in the beginning, she would work out with me and my friends.
Okay.
She would keep pace. It was fine. And then kind of like the same thing started happening, where it was like, we're all getting stronger. She's still a girl. We have to be really gentle with her. She still wants me to like watch her, keep her form right. And I'm like,
Right.
I'm not in trainer mode. I'm with my homeboys. Like, I trained 10 people today. I'm done.
Right. I
That's
clocked
10
out.
1-hour sessions. I'm fucking tired of wearing a trainer hat. Don't make me put it back on just for you. I can't do this. And she wouldn't understand. And I'm like, okay, you massage people all day. Imagine if I nagged you every evening when you got home to massage me. Would you do it? Every time you decide you're gonna go do something, I'm like, oh, can you give me a massage?
Right.
Think about how that would feel. So that's like one of those things where it's like, for a while there, we didn't not see. We had to I had to sit her down. Like, look, I love you. I don't want to fight with you,
Right.
but I'll plan the workouts and we'll do them. This is what I can give you. Do not ask me for any more, because I'm with you 24. We live together. We've built a life together. I still need a minute to just be a guy.
Space. Right.
And just like do man shit with my homeboys. Whether we're gonna lift heavy and fucking curse and grunt, it's weird when you're there, because like,
I find it so
it's-
funny when guys grunt at the gym.
see, look. So it's like, you can't even do that. You can't even do
Bro,
that.
it's so funny.
But to
But
speak to happy weight real quick, before we like move on or whatever, I feel like, yo, every person that I know that's in a relationship you have to be very conscious of that. Like, you have to be like almost very like, you have to be intentional about like, yo, I don't want to let myself go just because I've met someone. I should really try to keep up with myself, right?
Right.
So like, a rule I have is minimum every week I go to the gym at least 4 or 5 days. Since 2023 I started, I haven't missed. I took 1 week off because my allergies were whooping my ass, and
Oh,
literally
yeah, I
I still
remember
did
that.
push-ups and went for walks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, I couldn't like train, like be in the gym like I am now. But I think if you let yourself go, it's gonna show up in other ways.
Right.
Like, I was watching this pod on YouTube, and they were talking about how like the girl felt unsexy, so then she wouldn't have sex with her man. You see? And that
Ooh.
came from, they got together. She was really fit. He's really fit. He kind of kept at it. She didn't. It's like, oh, I don't feel sexy anymore. And
That
now,
could affect. You know what? I didn't even think of that. That could affect your sex life.
yes. Yes.
Wow.
And it could show up
Yeah.
in so many other ways. Your partner is being highly critical of you all of a sudden because they're projecting their insecurity onto you.
I also heard. I don't know if this is true. I'm not a doctor or anything, but I heard that if a man gains a lot of weight, it can cause erectile dysfunction.
ED? Yes, it can.
I had
Yes,
no
it can.
idea.
ED can that's a one right there.
I
You
did
can-
not know that.
Yeah.
But see, I feel like, okay, so gym dates for me, as the girl who actually likes going to the gym,
Yeah.
I understand that the gym's like bro time, but also I feel like I'm totally okay with going to the gym with my partner and doing our separate thing, if that makes sense.
That's not, I don't think that's a thing for a lot of girls.
Really?
I think a lot of girls are just
Ladies,
like,
that is okay. You can go to the gym with your man, but do your own thing. Sometimes a guy wants to work out like upper back or some shit. I don't want to work out. You know, I'm trying to build a booty or whatever. So she's gonna do,
yo, I
you know,
almost spat
her
my drink out.
right. She's gonna do her squats, her, you know, what she got to do.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to build no traps. You know what I mean? So It's
Oh,
totally
shit.
okay to do your own separate thing, and every now and then check up on your partner. Hey, babe, how you doing?
Yeah,
I see you there.
come
I see you
through, lay a kiss on her, mark your territory right quick.
there. Right.
You
Because
know, just
yes, guys be doing
let
that.
everybody know the vibes, you know, without letting them know the vibes, you know,
Right.
but letting them pre the vibes. Yeah, no, I don't think that girls are okay with that.
Really?
Now, I know my girl for a fact is not okay with that shit. Like, she wants attention. She needs attention, and like, so
Me too, though.
if we go to the gym, she's literally under my armpit. Like, what are we doing now? Where are we off to next? What machine are we doing?
Oh my God,
what,
that's so
You know, and it's
cute.
like, yo, chill. Like, you know, like,
yeah.
like yesterday we worked out together and we were doing like jump ropes and dumbbell work, and she was like, how many more sets of this shit are we doing? I'm dying. And I'm like, we have one more. You need to stop it. Like, this is what you wanted. I'm giving you what you want. That means you don't get to complain. I had to
Right.
literally like pep talk her, like, this is the contract that you're signing. Monday and Friday, that ass is mine for 1 hour. You don't get to complain. You don't get to
Right.
nag. You don't get to, when are we going to be done? No.
Right.
So every time she does, I'm like, da-da-da-da-da. And she's like, I can't believe I fucking agreed to this. I'm like, you're here, you might as well do it.
Take some, pull some.
Yeah, because I feel like that's the thing. Like, we're talking about happy weight and all of that, and it's like, I don't want to gain no happy weight. I don't.
Yeah,
want,
no.
I don't want it. I don't want it because
And
we're also
people
playing
need
around
to be
with
more
time.
aware of it. And also, you know what's funny? When your family members or your friends call you
Yo.
out on happy weight and you get offended, you're like, nah, bro, that's not me.
Yo, oh my God. So I hadn't seen my uncle, and I FaceTimed this man. You know, Dominicans are fucking rude. And
Que
boy,
lo que?
your face looking a little chicharrone, like right there. You got a little
Oh my God, no, he did not.
the puffy, and then he goes, "You got a hefty bag?" I said, "What for?" He goes, "You could put it next to your head because it's puffed up." Like,
Oh my
I was
God.
like, "Fuck you, Jim,
Now,
Jim,
ASAP.
ASAP," because I had been cruising, like, not working out to challenge myself, but just working out, like, you know, to maintain where I was at. And I'm like, nah, I need to turn this up a notch.
Right.
I need to turn this up a notch. Like, my B-Day coming, summer's coming. It's time to
Period.
unbig that back.
Period.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be out here trying to, you know, be on a boat looking.
Right.
But I
right.
know a lot of my friends and people that I know that are in. I'm like, yo, y'all have definitely gained a lot of weight together, and it's weird. You know,
Right.
and you can't. Also, in
But how do your
friendships-
bros take that? Do they take it as like an insult, or they're like, "Oh no, I see it"?
Ah, fuck.
Because there's half and half. But I'm not gonna lie,
I'm gonna be honest.
majority.
I haven't said anything.
Oh really?
The only person I've said
This
something
guy.
to is Slim.
And what did Slim say? Did he take it personal? Or?
Nah, he was like, I'm at Hot Works come Monday, so he's been on it, you know. And then we were doing the mile a day challenge. You got to run a mile every day, and you know, run or walk a mile, walk 2 miles or run a mile was what we were doing
walking.
every day. And then we were doing, we did push-ups for February push-up challenge. So for every day of the month, you got to add 2 push-ups to whatever your first day of the month total was
Yikes.
throughout the whole month, right? And I have other friends that I'm concerned about, that I've seen them gain weight. Like, everybody coming out of the pandemic came back around chunky, like super big. Some people, other people, it was like, nah, who you were post 2020 and
Yeah.
who you are, I mean pre 2020 and who you are post 2020 is a shadow of your former self, my boy. We got to get you in the gym. And then there's other people where you just, you know, you say something and they just kind of like wash you, like, yeah, I'm doing this thing, and it's like there's no difference in you.
See, it's funny because I've had people where I've tell them that and they completely like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see it. I'm like, bro, you see it. You just don't want to acknowledge it. It's the
Yeah, no,
difference.
I can't like have my clothes fit me funky and finicky. You know, I love fashion and shit like
Yeah.
that. I don't want to be trying to put on my t-shirt and that shit don't go down because my back is got rolls. And,
Right.
I'm out here telling people what to do with their lives as far as physical fitness goes, and I'm fat. Like, no,
That's not it.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's really not. And plus, like, we're coming into our 30s. Like, yo, you don't want to be the person trying to lose weight when you're in your 40s, bro. That shit does not come off. Like, it's not easy.
Let
Because
me
your
tell you
metabolism
something.
is in the dirt. So if you're young and you and your partner need to go to the gym, man.
Make that conscious
Make a plan.
move. Yeah.
Make a conscious effort to go to the gym at least 3 days a week.
I remember
You
when
know?
I was in high school, my senior year in high school, I started doing a little bit of like cross country,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll never forget. I had like a little, you know what I'm saying?
Fupa?
A little thing. She liked her Oreos, but
You had a fupa, baby. A little
the
fupa belly?
moment I got into cross country,
It went away.
literally, I'm not kidding you, like 3-4 months, it was gone. I was a flat. You know,
Right.
she's giving Rihanna.
Oh,
So, not current data. Like I was super flat. It was so easy to get rid of it. Now, I'm 27 years old. I, get a little wet around the edges. And let me tell you
little
something.
something,
A little something. It's so hard to get it off. I've been
Huh.
at it every day since this year,
Huh.
and I still got a little something.
You see what I mean?
And I've been eating healthy. I've been intaking my protein. I've been going to the gym, doing what I need to do. It
takes time.
And literally, that's what all my friends say. Bro, it's your age. It takes time now.
Yeah. Now
It's
you
gonna
gotta
happen. It's just
really-
gonna take a little bit longer than what it did. And I'm like, bro, I should have been on this shit when I was like 25.
Yeah, and that's why like I tell my friends that are younger, like I got like two of my homeboys that are younger, and one of them is like he gained a fuck ton of weight and he lost it all, and I'm like, do your best to
Must be
keep it
nice.
off, bro. Keep it off. Whatever you're doing, you need to keep doing it. Make it a lifestyle. Be intentional about that shit. My other friend, he need to go to the gym. He think I'm tall and skinny. I don't need to go, and it's like, no, that shit gonna creep up on you, and one day you're gonna end up you end up looking like them roaches from Men in Black. Y'all remember those?
Ew.
A tall dude with a little pot belly looking body. Yeah, your
Yeah.
body gets real awkward when you're not supposed to have that kind of weight on you and you put it on. And I hate to sound shallow, but I don't think females really find that shit attractive. Like,
Yeah, no.
I'm not telling you to become overtly fit, bro, and fucking chiseled up, but bro, keep it tight, keep it right.
I'm gonna
Some
keep it
separation
100.
in your biceps, your shoulders. You look nice. I think women find that a little bit more attractive than a regular guy.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you what I don't find attractive. I don't find a tall, skinny man where it's just like skin and bones. If I'm thicker than you, that's a problem, baby. I'm not doing that. That's a problem.
Thicker. It's just said thicker.
So, literally, if I feel like I can hug you and break you, that's a problem.
Oh shit.
I don't like
Oh,
that.
man.
But you know what? Let me keep it 100 on myself.
Yeah.
Everyone has a different type of fat. Like
Yeah.
their body type is different when they get fat. There's some people when they get fat, it all goes straight to their buns, and they got the tiniest little waist, but the fattest ass. Like that must be nice.
Yeah.
But I'm not that. I'm not that body type.
No.
My body type, when I get fat, it's all around my gut area. My arms
Oh
don't get
my
fat.
God.
My legs don't get fat, but it's just right here.
Oh fuck.
So I get that Santa Claus belly.
Santa Claus.
So yeah, she's not doing that this year. So
Santa Claus belly for the win.
yeah, no.
Nah. Ain't no
So
way.
the moment I realized that that's my body type,
Yeah.
when I saw it coming through in the pandemic. Like I obviously wasn't big, but
Yeah.
you can tell where your fat goes.
Yeah.
It's not going where it needs to go. So since I saw that,
Oh,
let me tell you,
man.
I've been on it. Because let's be real, being a female, you're expected to have
A nice little.
a certain body type,
Yeah,
a certain look.
Yeah, of course.
Because if you don't, you're not considered attractive.
So let me ask you a question then to
Yeah.
kind of flip it on its head. Do you feel pressure to stay in shape?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Especially as a woman. I mean, I'm sure men feel it too.
I
But
was
as a
about to say,
female,
shit,
yeah,
fuck
no, I'm sure. But like as a female, let's be honest. You see fat old Betsy walking down the road. You're not gonna be like, yeah, I'll take that.
Mm.
But you see, skinny little
Miss
boo
Thang.
thing
Yeah.
walking down the road. You gonna holla.
Yeah.
So obviously, a woman wants to feel beautiful, wants to feel pretty, wants to feel wanted.
Right.
And so, in reality sense, there's a certain lifestyle you need to maintain to be that.
Yeah.
But again, there's some people who just don't like going to the gym. And if you don't like going to the gym, that is fine. But as long as you're making that active decision of going on walks, going on runs, going on bike rides, take a swim,
Do
do something.
Yeah.
to
Don't just
get
let yourself go.
yes.
Because then also too, like, it's hard to feel sorry for somebody when there's no physical, like, limitation on why you've allowed yourself to just gain a bunch of weight. Like it's literally purely based on circumstance. It's hard to like like you like me. I had my knee. I could have literally just let myself just be fat. Like, and I didn't even. People would say to me, "Nah, you were never fat." But to me, my own standard of what Dame could look like and where I'd like to be comfortably walking around at,
Especially since you've been there before.
right? I was not comfortable, and so I know for a fact that, like, and you see nowadays, you got these TikTok chicks pushing, you're fat phobic and fat phobia and fat shaming, and it's like, you can call it what you want. At the end of the day, I ain't fucking you, and I ain't hollering at you, and I'm not gonna choose you, and you cannot make me. That is a weird sense of entitlement that you got, that you think that
Look,
people are
everyone got preference because
Right.
I actually know someone who prefers the larger women.
right, and that's, hey, kudos to whoever he is, man. Make sure your
Yeah.
back is strong. Put in the work. Do your thing. I'm just saying, for me, like, I will never be shamed into choosing that, and I
Yeah.
feel like that's the thing. It's like we're saying do away with shaming, but inadvertently you're shaming people for not choosing you, and you have a weird sense of entitlement that you've garnered because you want no. And this is another thing, right? This is a crazy ass double standard. Is Lizzo's man fat? No.
No, he's not.
He's tall and skinny as fuck, and he rides a bike everywhere. He bikes everywhere, right?
Oh my god.
Some of these chicks, Drew Afalo, the famous, she man-hating, man-bashing, whatever she wants to call herself. Like, she hates men. She legit hates men. I fully believe.
Ooh, I don't know who that is. So
Look her up.
you're gonna have to show me who
Look
that is
her up.
after
Yeah,
this.
yeah. She is dating a dude who's a fucking, basically like a bodybuilder, like a fucking full-on meathead. His YouTube channel is like 304K followers. People literally fucking, like, dude is straight up the real deal. I watched his chest workout the other day, and I'm like, okay.
Okay.
But that's who he's choosing to be with. And I'm like, how does that work when she's literally on YouTube and on TikTok and on a podcast platform saying the male gaze is bullshit, and she doesn't do anything for males' attention, and men are idiots, and that whole thing, and pussy power, and of course, great. But she's also as big as a house. Like, you're struggling to breathe on a podcast, and you're literally sitting there talking about, like, how people need to choose you at that weight. And this is a double standard that I see. You have women saying men are fat shaming them.
Okay.
They're fat themselves, but then when you ask them what type of guy do they like, most of the dudes that they want look like me. Big shoulders, biceps, legs, abs. That's what you want. Remember,
Yeah.
Lizzo herself was going after Chris, what's his name, that played Captain America. That's the guy you wanted.
Chris Hemsworth.
Like, that's crazy as fuck to me. That's such a weird thing. Like, you want a fit ass dude to be your man, and you not in shape at all. How's that gonna work, love?
Yeah. I see the difference. I mean,
Yeah. I didn't want to go there, but I kind of was like, you know what?
you know
Fuck
what?
it.
Fuck it, because at the end of the day, he kind of has a point. We're not trying. Okay, it's like the whole yin yang thing. Like, okay, yeah, maybe opposites do attract, but there comes a point where
They don't.
the opposite lifestyle
make
is
any
not gonna
sense.
match.
It does not make any sense, because a fit dude ain't gonna sit up with you at night watching movies and eating and stuffing his face with pizza.
Right.
And even if he's taking let's say he's taking PEDs, the steroids or whatever he's shortening his lifespan. He's not gonna be making unhealthy choices, because he knows to optimize whatever he's taking, he needs to put foods in his body that fuel his body so he can recover to go train hard again the next day or whenever. You're not thinking about
Yeah.
fucking sitting up watching romance flicks and eating Skittles and M&Ms and shit at 12, 1 o'clock in the
You know
morning.
what's so funny? This brings me into my next topic, though.
Yeah?
Yeah. So my next topic would be, would you lie to a loved one? And if so, why?
Okay. I don't believe in lying to your partner, like your spouse, your significant other. Don't lie about the little things. Don't lie about the big things. Don't lie about things that make you look ugly. Don't lie about things that make you appear mean. Like I just went through this, right? Like I'm in a group chat with some of my homeboys
Okay.
from like college and some that I met in like my fitness like lifestyle. And I grouped them together and they've met and they're cool and some people are more cool with and whatever. Someone in the chat posted a picture of a girl that they're trying to pursue. And I'm fucking around and I make a joke saying she's clapped, like saying she's ugly, she's a solid 5. At the time, I'm not like thinking that this person is gonna feel. So he texts me outside the chat and he's like, I want you to know that like that was some of the rudest shit I've ever heard you say or do. And I'm gonna get around to how this works with honesty or dishonesty, right? And I felt so fucking bad. And I was like, yo, bro, I am so sorry. Like, at first I was getting defensive because I'm like, what are you mad for? How many times have I heard you say other people who put their girls there in, oh, she's clapped. But I'm like, you know what? It's not my, like, I shouldn't have done that. And I remember my girl called me on the phone. I was driving in the car. She's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I literally had to pull over because he was texting me so much. I didn't want to keep texting. And I'm like, yo, listen, bro, our friendship's important to me. I'm really sorry. And she's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm apologizing to so-and-so because I did this. And she was like, babe, no. And I was like, yeah, I could have lied.
You
Could have
could've.
lied. But then how would that have worked out when literally that very next weekend, me, him, the girl, my other homeboy, his girl, we were all together. They would have known something was wrong with us
Right.
because the energy would have been way weirder if I wouldn't have just told the truth.
Right.
Right? And then you have more severe situations than that where people break up because you're lying about something and then it comes out later that, you know, and you know how trust works. It's like once you're found out that you could lie about how much of the fucking toast you had to drink and your partner be looking at you sideways like, really? You gonna lie about something small like that? What else you be lying about? And you're like,
Okay, so I'm gonna give my prime example. Y'all who know me. I don't really lie. You could ask me a straightforward opinion. I don't lie.
no, she does not know how to lie.
I don't know how to lie. But I'll never forget one time, me and Christian were starting off our relationship. We were in the very beginning stages. Me and my ex-partner, we broke up. But me and my ex-partner, we had bank accounts, we had stocks. We were trying to build a life together.
Mm-hmm.
So after we broke up, we were still communicating back and forth because we needed to figure out, like, who gets what, where, what goes
Right.
where.
Yeah, there should have been, yeah.
Right.
You guys are adulting, though. That's not.
Right. But listen to this, ready? Christian straight up asked me, are you still in communication with your ex?
And you said no?
I said no.
Oh, fuck.
One day, my ex comes to the house to drop off some paperwork. Guess who was in the parking lot?
Christian.
And he saw him walk up to my front door. Yep.
Fuck. Yo.
And you know what's even worse, dude?
What?
Christian texted me and he was like, "What are you doing?" I
And
told
you
him,
said,
"Nothing. I'm home."
oh.
He was like, "Oh, okay. I'm gonna come over soon." And I'm like, "All right." I didn't know he was already in the parking lot. And I'm like, "All right." And then he was like,
Yeah, I just seen your ex.
"Yeah,
right
no."
there.
He was like, "Oh, by the way, who's at your house?" My uncle.
Nah, you lied again. You lied again. You had a chance and you lied again.
Bro, literally, he
Oh
told me
my
that. He was like, "Bro, I
God.
saw him walk into your house and you lied."
Oh, you mother. Oh, God.
Bro,
Oh, God.
and I lied. I did lie. The reason why I lied, okay, going back to that, the reason why I lied was because I did not want. First of all, I told him that I wasn't in communication with him when I was, obviously. And second of all, he was there to drop off paperwork. There was no funny business going on. He was there to drop off paperwork. And Christian, he saw me and he gave me the chance to tell the truth. And I did it. Because I guess I was like nervous of the reaction. But he was like, "Bro, we're adults here."
Yeah, you could keep it a yard.
Yeah, he was like, "If you would have kept it 100, I would have totally understood. I would have waited in the car, saw him leave, and, that would have been that. Like, I
Right.
get it.
Right.
But the fact that you
wow.
lied kind of makes it sus. And this man did
Fuck.
not trust me for a while.
Oh, my God.
Literally, he did not trust me for a while. He was just like,
I went through something similar.
he would literally, every time I would be on my phone, he would like, what's going on? And I'm like, bro, I told you, like, by this time our accounts were separated. We were done. Like, there was literally zero communication.
Right.
And he was just like, yeah, although you say that, I have a reason not to
He
trust
legit
you.
does, and I hope you understand that. Like with men, we for whatever reason, man, like people say, oh, a man will die from a woman cheating on him. Legit, and lying
Really?
lying to us is second because we attach disrespect to it, and that's where I think a lot of people, females, to speak to that part of it, the dishonesty can get you into trouble because it brings up a whole other fucking paradox of, if you're lying to me about this, what else are you lying about? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That's what that can of worm opened for us.
Yeah, facts.
And we had to fix it. I had to fix it. Literally, I was just like, bro, anything, how do I prove it to you? And he literally told me, can I go through your phone? And I'm like, here, go through it. If that's what he needed to do to give him comfort, I was like, totally.
See, that's big of you because most people ain't doing that.
I don't care.
We live in a very weird space where people would be like, you need to trust me, and if you can't trust me, then you gotta go. That would have been the
I have
alternative.
the password to his phone. He has the password to my phone. We have a
don't-
very open book
I
about
don't
it.
care about my phone. It'd be times
Yeah.
where I'd be upstairs, my phone be downstairs. I'd be working. One time, my girl took my phone and went to work with it
Mm-hmm.
in the truck because I was working on the truck and the phone was on the seat, and I was under the seat trying to pull gum out of the seat and left my phone. And now I'm here like texting her on my iPod. Yo, I'm texting her. I need my phone, and she's like, I don't know what to tell you. You're gonna have to work without it for the morning and then come get it later. But like, she knows my password. She had my phone. I'm not like,
You're not tripping about that.
and how I got here was because I've lied. You get what I'm saying? Like in other relationships, I've lied. Like with my ex, I lied. There was things that were going on that shouldn't have been going on, and when she found out, she didn't trust me, and it fucked up our relationship, which
Right.
probably would have been way better if I didn't do that. And it takes a lot of maturity to realize that. Like with other girls, there was times where it was like, am I the only one? And I'm like, yeah, I got this thing in Brampton. But you're the only one because you live up the street, but she live in Brampton, and I'm in Toronto, and I can't go see her. So when I get a game out there, I'll go pull up. But it's like, yeah, but you're not being honest, And
Right.
so like I learned from all those things because of all the drama that it brought to my life and all the problems it caused, to stop it. Like, yo, just fucking stop. Because what's it to you? So it's like now, like when I met my girl now, I'm just like, this is what I got going on. This is where I'm at. I'm not talking to nobody else. I didn't meet you and met another girl, and I'm not like this whole new like, oh, date multiple people. You gotta explore, and like I'm not with all that shit because keeping a lie straight is a fucking job.
Yeah, I'm too old for that. I'm way too old for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got money. No, like
I remember my my homegirl. She told me she was talking to 5 dudes at once, and I was like, how do you keep them straight? Like, how do you know what she said? She had a folder, and she took notes on what like each of them were into.
Bruh,
and she
that
would
is
pull
commitment.
the folder up whenever they would call. Oh, okay, ask him about this, ask him about that, because each of them were, I guess, in different places in their lives financially. So like one was for this and one was,
wow.
and then she
no.
had one, and I'm like, what are you doing? How do you keep lying? Like, oh, I'm with so and so, and she's like, I just be doing, and I'm like, but you do, like I pointed out to her, I'm like, you do see how like me as a man, even though I'm just your homeboy, like we're casual friends in passing and shit, like I'm looking at you different too. She's like, what you mean? I'm like, I would never trust you. Like I would never confide in you. I would never tell you certain things because you be lying.
Right.
And I don't know if you lying to me too.
Right.
And I don't think people pay attention to that. When you
I-
include your friends in your lie, like they be looking at you like this motherfucker can lie. What did they lie to me about?
You know what's funny? There's this funny girl that I follow on Instagram, and her husband's like really rich. And her husband said a quote, and it really like stuck to me. He would never do business if his business partner cheats on his wife.
Yeah.
He would never do business
right.
with that person.
He's
and
right.
I'm just like, In my head, when I first heard that quote, though, and I'm like, what the fuck does business have to do with a fucking
Everything.
marriage?
Are you kidding me? Everything.
And then I thought about it, and I'm like, oh yeah, if he can sleaze her out, he can definitely sleaze me out.
It's not even that. It's not even that. Expand that out. Extrapolate that out a little bit. Like, think about this. You do business with someone who's married and they cheat on their partner, and their partner cleans them out, and y'all are in business. What happens to the business that y'all have?
Bruh.
I rest my case. And people don't be thinking that deep. Oh, it's not that deep. Yes, the fuck it is. Our literal whole livelihood could be tied up in this thing, and you want to fuck it up to get some Gucci? Come on now. Like I've seen something like that happen where I knew someone who started a company, and he needed financial backing, and one of the persons, two of the people he went to try to get funding were people that they were clients of mine, and one was a high profile guy, had a lot of money, and he told me, he goes, this stays between me and you, but I'm not giving him the money. And his legit answer was that you live a life of very, very poor moral stature when it comes to women. You have no self-control. Everything that you see that you think is attractive, you go after. And he's like, there's ruin in that, and I can't attach my name to you until you get that cleaned up, because you can either go out here and be messing around with someone and things can go left, and next thing I know, it's, we live in a social media world. People start digging. Oh, if this person,
shit.
And that's what he said. He goes, if they think that I'm attached to you, they're gonna start attaching those same,
morale compass to me. No,
that you have miscreant behaviors. So I think to stick to the talking point, like, yo, try your best to be as 100 as possible.
You know what? Going back to my point, what I said about my whole situation that happened, I want to clarify something. I have never cheated on anyone. In my 27 years of living,
really,
I have been in a handful of relationships. I'm a relationship type of girl.
Right. You strike me as the type. So
yeah, I'm not like the type that, hey, let's be fuck buddy. Like, that's not me.
Yeah.
I need solid ground.
Right.
But I've never cheated on my partner. Never.
Wow. That's good, Kat.
But I have had partners cheat on me. That shit sucks.
Yo, I did not know how much hurt was on the other side of that till I got it done to me.
Bro.
When I tell you, it was like
the mental aspect that you go through,
the fucking anguish, yo. Especially when you're like all in emotionally.
Bruh. Don't even get me started.
When you're like, you're there 110%, and they fuck with you like, dog, that shit is a trigger.
Bro.
It's like, you literally question, and I'm gonna be 100 and say, I'm gonna be honest on our pod, on our platform, and say this: it's a lot of you dudes out here that put up a front like you don't care, and all this bullshit.
Oh, you care. You care,
you
baby.
fucking care.
You care.
Cause as good looking as I am, I cared. As smart as I am, I cared. As intelligent as I am, I care. As self-aware as I am, I cared. That shit almost ruined me. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna be honest and say this, and I'm not proud of it. That was the first time in my life I contemplated suicide.
Oh my God. That's some serious shit, bro.
Yeah. If my best friend wasn't there, I probably would have went through with it.
Oh my God.
Because I never had fallen in love with somebody the way I fell in love with this person. I thought the fucking world of this woman. I would have done. Why
don't you just break up with a person?
But I think also, let me say this real quick, to flip it the other way. I was fucking stupid.
What do you mean?
I was fucking stupid because I had telltale signs that this is not somebody I should have been.
Oh, so you saw the red flags and you weren't
I ignored the fuck out of them. I fucking ignored them. I'm telling myself something completely different from what the fuck is actually going on.
Right.
And so I feel like, as a man, maybe we need to go through painful shit, because it made me evolve so much.
Oh yeah, you grow from that.
Whew.
Bro, something that my cousin told me, and it sticks to me to this day. Every negative situation that you've been in, whether it be relationship, business, whatever it is, there's always a positive outcome from it.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you have to squint your eyes.
I would not be Dame right now sitting here embodying everything that I've accomplished, that shit pushed me. It pushed me so
Yeah.
hard. It pushed me to dig deep in myself. Like, yeah, everybody makes fun of me when I tell the story about me going to the mountains in Arizona for the month and a half that I was up there.
For the retreat, yeah.
But guess what? I am 100% a completely different person because of those 38 or whatever it was days. Like, a different person, because I faced every single nasty part of myself and came out the other side of that completely different.
Yeah.
And I think that I always say, shit, you need pain. Pain is fuel. If you can channel it, it can fuel you. Because to me, I was like, you're going to fucking pay. Like, I used to say that to myself all the time. Like, I hope when you check, you realize how bad you fucked up. You're going to pay. Not because I'm going to go out of my way to show you, and it's not even about you, but I'm going to show you that all of the things that I talked about, all the promises that I made to myself,
Right.
I'm going to prove you wrong. And I'm going to prove me right. And I'm going to do better. And so for me, honesty is a big thing, because I went through a lot from my own pitchfork. Like, it's like setting a pitchfork upside down and kicking yourself onto it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, at this point, at this day and age,
At this
lying-
big age, y'all should not be
Yeah.
fucking lying.
lying. Honesty is really big, and if you have to lie, ask yourself why. If you have to lie to your partner, whether it be big or small, ask yourself why. Like, bro, if I have to lie about this, this is an issue. Whether it's an issue for you or it's an issue that she's probably gonna or he's gonna react in a nasty way about it, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't be upfront and honest, like that situation that I went through, right? As an example, that situation that I went through,
Simple. And
I was
look how much
scared-
it expanded.
bro.
Look how quick it extrapolated itself outward.
The reason why I lied, right? Again, I was scared of his reaction.
Hmm.
But you know why though? I was scared of his reaction because my ex-partner would have reacted so different. He would have not understood. He would have probably cursed me out. Like, he was not understanding. Christian, he was like, bro, we're grown. I know the situation that you guys have, like, accounts and shit together. Could have just told me. I would have
Fact.
understand.
Facts. You're not asking to go on a fucking trip and,
Right.
go to a retreat or some shit. But,
But
you're
see
just
how,
asking
like-
for time to do something.
But see how, like, what my prior relationship did to me mentally, where I felt like I had to lie.
Right. To survive.
Right. So Christian was like, I'm not going to blow up for something that
Dumb.
stupid.
Small.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
was like, if you would have just told me the truth, I would have just sat in my car, waited for him to give you the paperwork, say
And
what's
then
up,
leave,
and
yeah.
then leave.
Yeah, no, I've dealt with some people who, like, I think one of the craziest ones was I was dating a girl, and I knew someone else who was interested in me, and they found the girl I was seeing on a female dating website.
Bruh.
How crazy is that? Like, this girl liked me, told me she liked me, and I was like, yeah, we're friends. I'm not doing that. Like,
We're
I have
cool,
this
yeah.
person. Like, we're cool, but you can't come around me because, like, you're on a different type of time. I'm trying to do something. And she was like, that girl be lying to you. And I was like, how do you know? And she sent me, like, a bunch of photos. Like, it was crazy as fuck.
What?
And I like, not to just keep it on a relationship tip, I've lied to homeboys. Like, I've lost friends because I've lied to, like, one of my, like, most, like, upheavals of a friendship group was because I told the truth to someone and I felt like maybe I should have lied,
Uh-oh.
but I didn't want to build a friendship on a lie.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, or keep
Right.
a friendship going on. Like basically, he was in a friends with benefits arrangement with this girl, and the girl, I'm gonna get messy. The girl, she was a hoe, so she would
Period.
jump from dude to dude in clicks. Like, that was her like, we didn't know then. I didn't know then. I know now that that's her pattern of behavior, right? So she basically went from him to me, and was trying to, like, she sent me a snap in his house, topless, in his shower, and I was like, what the fuck? That must have, like, so I texted her, like, you're joking, right? Like, that must be a mistake. And she's like, no. And I'm like, wrong nigga, just like that, right? But I kept the snap. You know how you could save a snap? I saved it, and with my response and hers in it, I showed it to him, and literally our friendship fell apart. Like our whole friend group fell apart after that.
Oh my God, that's so sad.
And then I remember being in Wynwood. She tried to kiss me, and I was like, "What are you doing?" Took her home, told him that I drove her home, didn't tell him about the kiss part, and then she told him. But she told him that I kissed her.
Bro.
So now he's like, "You lied to me." And I'm like, "You literally are using the little lie to justify the fact that the girl that likes you also wants me." And that's really what the problem is. It's digging at your ego because you feel he would
Right.
say like, I get a different type of girl, like I date baddies or shit like that, to try to, you have that one guy, that's how he feels. He's good looking dude, he's light skinned, tats, all that. So he feels like, yo, I'm on a different level than you. And then the chick that you're knocking boots with every couple weekends is in my Snapchat DM sending me pictures of her touching herself in your shower in your house.
That's crazy.
That's hard, right? So I knew we weren't going to be friends. I knew, like, there's no way, because it was either going to come to blows or it was going to come to blows. And I was like, I'm not fighting I'm not going to beat up like, I knew I could take him. So that was the problem. It's like, you can't fight. Don't do that to yourself. Let's just not
Right.
even go there, right? And I'm not trying to keep this about me or about that situation, but the hardest pill to swallow in that situation was like, if I would have told the truth, would it have made a difference? I don't know. If I would have lied, would I have still been friends with him? Maybe. But then I would have built the friendship and continued the friendship on a lie. So that's like when we had that episode and everybody's like, I'll just lie about my body count. It's like, well, what if the person you lie to, you end up marrying?
Yeah. Yeah, I see that.
What happens then? What if the person you lie to, y'all lay down one night and make a baby? And then after you've made a baby with him, he really finds out you've been lying about your motherfucking or vice versa as the man. What if she finds out? Like,
Ew,
y'all get
or what if you
serious.
got like a little bug in there? You know what I'm saying? A little, like, no.
Yeah, you got an itch you can't scratch. You can't,
Right,
like,
right.
yeah.
We're not doing that.
Right.
But no, I've been in that situation where a lie cost me a really good friendship.
Yeah.
To this day, I regret it because have you ever had one of those friends that were there for you for everything?
Yeah.
This was this girl to me. She was
Yeah.
literally through thick and thin. She was always there for me. I went through a breakup. She would be at my house, crying with me, bringing me ice cream till like 3 a.m. She would sleep over. Like, she was that
She was
friend.
your best friend.
Literally.
Yeah.
So one day she asked me for a favor, and she's like, "Hey, Kat, can you go?" Me and her boyfriend were actually friends before her.
Right.
That's how I met her, was through her boyfriend, who
Yeah.
was my friend, whatever. So she asked me, she's like, "Hey, can you go to Jay's house?" And oops, didn't mean to drop names, but I dropped names.
Oh,
Can you go to
shit.
Jay's house? And I'm just trying to see if he's cheating, because he had a nice past of cheating.
Oh shit.
So I was like, all right.
Never go with the friend to the house. I don't know why y'all be doing that. That's so weird. The pop up.
I show up at his house.
Uh-huh.
There was a big soccer game on TV, so he was like, "Hey, you want to come in? Want to watch the soccer game?" I come in, him and his boys. There was 2 other girls there, but those were
Girls that were with other people.
the girls with the other boys. Like, they weren't for him.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever. They're chilling. They're drinking. I'm like, it's honestly pretty normal in here. Like,
Nothing's going on.
nothing's going on. They're watching their soccer game. They're chilling.
Yeah.
They're drinking. Like, they're having a good time. So I'm on my way out. And so he was like, "Oh, I'll walk you to your car." I'm like, "All right, cool." Walks me to my car. He ends up trying to kiss me. Well, he did kiss me, but it was like a peck. I never told her
Oh.
because I know how she felt about this guy.
Oh fuck.
But she ended up finding out.
How?
She cursed me out. She found out because I told someone else, and that
A
person went
snitched on you.
snitched.
You never, ever, ever.
Right. I
ever.
should have just kept that to
You
myself.
shoulda- Or you should have just told her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. But
Because what did you save her from if you would have told her? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, exactly.
You know?
And she never forgave me for that.
Guys, listen. We're not sitting here saying like you need to be holier than thou, but if like it's uncalled for you to lie, don't do it. Especially in a relation, like oh, you lie to the one you love. Like, people say that all. Oh, I didn't want to hurt you, so I told you a lie. Like a little. All right, nah, I'd rather you hurt me. Tell me the truth now. Fuck that. After everything I've been through, where I was the liar or I was the one being lied to, at a certain point you just get fucking tired of that. Like, I don't want to live my life with no type of dishonesty.
Right. And I
My
feel
girl
like
knows where I'm at all the time.
It's actually more
What I'm doing.
admirable. It's more, how do you say the word, admirable?
Admirable, yeah.
If they hear it from you
Yeah.
first, if they find it out through other people, they can twist it,
Yeah.
and it can actually be manipulated into something that wasn't like that.
And the shame of finding out something about your partner from somebody else is
Yes.
fucking also like brutal in its own self. I think it's
So-
embarrassing. It's embarrassing as fuck. Like when you lie about some shit and then somebody else exposes. And also, like, there's this thing in our culture too, as people, not black, white, but in our culture, period. Like, I don't know if you've noticed it, where it's like, if you catch somebody lying, everybody all of a sudden is like, how could you? And it's like, yo, y'all are throwing rocks and hiding y'all hand. Y'all lied. All of us have lied. Ain't nobody on this earth that ain't never told a lie. That's a lie in itself. That's a goddamn big ass
Right.
cap. So I'm
But-
not saying all of this stuff to preach like I'm mistake free or I'm error free. I've told white lies. I've fibbed. I've told big lies. I've lied to people I shouldn't have legally lied to for other people. I'm not gonna get into that, but
Yeah.
so nobody's
yeah.
perfect.
You know what? No matter, like, the biggest takeaway here, honestly, health is important. Health is wealth. That's number one. And number
Yes.
two is, no matter how big, how small, keep it 100.
Yeah.
It's honestly gonna save you
Yeah.
later in life.
Yes,
It will. And you want to make sure, whether it be your partner, a friendship, whatever it is, they hear it from you, then they find out through someone else, because that can change the whole perception that they have of you.
Facts. There you go. And you don't want to have to live with that.
Exactly. You can be a really good person, but at the end of the day, just that one little lie really fucked it up for you.
Yep. Turned you into a motherfucking lie. I can't trust you, so I can't have you around.
On that note, thank you guys for tuning in today. It was honestly a really good episode. I loved it.
Yeah, me too.
It was
Thank
a really
you.
good vibe.
Yeah. Of
So
course.
stay tuned. Next week,
Yes.
we'll most likely have English here. We'll for sure have
Yeah,
English here.
we'll have English back. He'll be recovered from all of his birthday shenanigans. We're shutting it down after this week. God damn it.
Yeah.
We're calling it in. Your birthday's over, bruh.
Bruh.
All right, bruh. We're done. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you just, what? It's been a month of celebration.
For real.
God damn, you acting like a woman now. I'm just saying. Every day my birthday, and for the next month I'm celebrating. Nah, but shouts to E. I hope you enjoy yourself later. I'm gonna try to swing by. We love you. We appreciate you. To our fans, to our people who listen to our pod, thank you so much. We appreciate the support. Follow the page, Friends and Family Podcast. If you have inquiries, friendsandfamilypodcast@gmail.com. We are on Apple. We are on Spotify. There's literally a link right on our page. So wherever you want to listen from, listen. We appreciate you. Fourth collection, Hunters and Hounds Clothing. We're at Lalo's tomorrow from 1 to 5 p.m. Literally just Google the word Lalo's. It'll tell you where I'm at. Come out. Come cop yourself some fire pieces. Or you can go to huntersandhounds.com. That's huntersandhounds.com. 30% off sale is happening for St. Patty's Day or whatever green celebration it is, because everybody wearing green. Cop yourself something nice to wear to whatever festivities you're going to get into. I myself will be tapping into this fight, so let's wrap this up. What you got to say?
Follow me on Instagram @CatchOn. Follow me on YouTube. You
One
know
Way
the
Dame.
Vibes.
One Way Dame at Instagram, Hunters and Hounds Clothing on Instagram, Hunters and Hounds on TikTok, Hunters and Hounds Clothing on Pinterest, MaxRepFitness.com, MaxRepFitness on Instagram. You know the vibes. Yeah,
You
I'm
know what it
everywhere.
is? Follow us. We'll keep you posted. If you have any topics, let us know. On that
Yeah.
case,
Yes.
on that note, we're out.
Peace.